Alright, so welcome YouTube. Today I'm gonna be recreating discontinued soda flavors. Now, I'm gonna start off with Dr. Pepper Dark Berry, which has only been for like a limited time thing for 2 movies. Now, this one's just more like special to me. But it's what I wanted to start off with either way. But there is according to Google, the flavors of dark berry is blackberry, black cherry, and black currant. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but it's CURRANT. Now, the Da Vinci Gourmet brand didn't have the last flavor that I said, but so I just went with a different brand, and it seems to be like a better flavored syrup than Da Vinci, but now it's just in a glass bottle with a metal cap. But I'm gonna battle it with the blue raspberry flavored syrup that I have. But whenever I do the 3 flavors, I'm gonna do a teaspoon of each flavor. So to me, I think it'll work out better with the teaspoons compared to doing tablespoon. But let's get into it now. Alright, so overall, I think with making this black currant flavor thing is the dominant flavor, but it didn't really remind me of the dark berry Dr. Pepper as much as the blue raspberry did. But I did notice this was thicker. The syrup seemed to have been thicker compared to the Da Vinci brand, but this glass bottled one is called Lee, I'm not Lee Lurup de Monin. I'm not really sure, but there's what the bottle looks like. I'm not sure how well you guys could see it, but I'm gonna redo the blue raspberry one just simply because I think that it's out to me. I just want to redo it so I could just re-review it for this video. So let's get into it now. Alright, so the blue raspberry syrup reminds me more of the dark berry flavor. Now, I would put 2 teaspoons of the flavored syrup in it for a 12-ounce can. Now, I'm wondering if I increase the flavor of these 3 in the sodas. Well, at least the Da Vinci brand. I wonder if it would, I wonder how it would turn out, but I'm gonna grab another can of Dr. Pepper quickly. Yeah, it still doesn't remind me of the dark berry Dr. Pepper, but I would say the blue raspberry is the closest thing I've come to the dark berry flavor, but overall, like, these are still good. The blue raspberry flavor, I would say, I would give it like a 9 out of 10. Then with the other three flavors being mixed in, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Now, it wasn't a horrible tasting soda. I still enjoyed it, but it just wasn't what I was looking for. But it's still good, like I said. But um, I think as of right now, for the next segment I have planned is Mountain Dew Major Melon, which is a watermelon flavor. But I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so YouTube, for this segment I'm gonna recreate Pepsi Vanilla, and I'm gonna recreate Mountain Dew Snapped, which was a gingerbread flavor. But I'm gonna start off with the vanilla Pepsi first. Alright, so there's what it looks like. As you can see, it just looks like regular cola, but let's review it now. Alright, so for this one, it reminds me a lot. To me, I think it's a lot similar to Coke Vanilla, but that could just be the type of vanilla I use. But like I said, it strongly resembles like Coke Vanilla, but I would still give this an 8 out of 10 for the rating. Now, to me, like, I think it's a good combination. I do remember Pepsi like canceling this flavor twice, but they brought it back once, if I remember correctly. I didn't look into the full history of Pepsi Vanilla, so let's try the Mountain Dew Snapped now. Alright, so the color to this one wasn't changed at all that I noticed of. Now, the syrup itself is a light brown color, but like I said, it didn't change the Mountain Dew green very much, so let's review it now. Alright, so overall, that one had like a natural, like a organic flavoring of gingerbread. Now, it's not sweet at all, but it definitely tastes like gingerbread. Now, this stuff is like, it says it's premium gourmet syrup, but this was all that I could really find for gingerbread flavored syrup. But overall, I am impressed with this brand. I did buy like the black currant flavor, like flavored syrup from this brand too, and that one was pretty good. But I would give the snapped Mountain Dew I would give it like a 6 out of 10. It wasn't ever my favorite Mountain Dew, but from what I can remember, like the pre-mixed version was it was sweeter and it had more of like a citrus flavor to it as well, but overall this is a good, like, this is a good mixed flavor for sure. So I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so YouTube, for this segment I'm doing Pepsi Black Cherry Soda Shop, which is a black cherry Pepsi with real sugar. I'm going to be doing doing Mountain Dew Major Melon, which I have the syrup here, and I'm going to be doing a Coke Cherry Vanilla flavor. So I'm going to start off with doing the Major Melon one first. Alright, so overall I probably poured about closer to an ounce and a half of watermelon syrup in there, but it it reminds me a lot of the Major Melon flavor. It has, to me it just tastes the most identical to the official version, but overall I would give this a 9 out of 10. It tasted a lot better than compared to other replicated sodas I've done so far, but this one definitely is in the top 3 of best tasting recreated ones I've done. But either way, let's move on to the Coke Cherry Vanilla now. Now I am using Coke Cherry for it, so I don't have to use as much of the flavored syrup, but either way it won't take much, so let's get into it now. Alright, so overall the cherry and vanilla combined together real well. Now the vanilla was slightly more dominant in it, but I can always readjust it which I doubt I'll ever recreate this one again. But overall it was this pretty solid flavor. I would give it an 8 out of 10. Now I did forget to say the mixed Mountain Dew one has a orange color to it, where Major Melon I believe had more of like a pink kind of color to it. But either way, the Coke is like what Coke normally looks like. Now the Pepsi Black Cherry Soda Shop one was my favorite Pepsi flavor that they ever came out with, but they came out with it for a limited time on 2 different occasions. But either way, let's get into it now. Alright, so overall that combined with the Pepsi real well. Now, it had more of a natural black cherry flavor compared to it. If I remember correctly, the official version of it had more of a candy black cherry kind of a flavor. I'm pretty sure the official one just had a sweeter flavor to it, but either way this one was good. I would give it an 8 out of 10, so I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so YouTube, for this last segment, I'm doing a black cherry vanilla and a raspberry Coke flavor. So I'm gonna start off with the black cherry vanilla first. Alright, so overall I'd say this is a nice mixture of both flavors. Now, the black cherry has a dominant flavor at the beginning while you're drinking, and the vanilla has the dominant flavor for the aftertaste, but either way it's a good combination. I would give it an 8 out of 10, so let's move on to the raspberry Coke now. Alright, so with that one there, I would kind of say the cola has the slightly more dominant flavor in it, but overall the raspberry isn't really, it isn't really noticeable to me in it, but either way it's still unique. But I would give it like a 7.5 out of 10. Now, the flavor itself wasn't as bold as compared to the other flavors I've done, but either way it was still a good soda. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.